Hey everybody, Dr. Barrett Matthews here again. I am happy to be here again, man. I had a good time yesterday with you guys doing like I said, I'm filling in on the wind down with my good friend Pastor Bellows, and who is not here again. Where's Pastor Bellows? I'm hoping he's coming because it's his show really. I'm just doing it through my platform here, but it's his gig here. So he asked me to be here. And yesterday we had a good time talking to you guys about Travorium. Travorium is the platform in which we are able to travel the world at pennies on the dollar. And it's amazing. You heard us both talking about how we went to Dubai, stayed at a four-star hotel with breakfast included every day. That's for two people, and we only paid $1. And it was just the coolest thing. And you heard us talking about the excursions that we went on and how I went on. I think some of y'all who follow me, you've seen the pictures of me on my excursions, and I only paid $180.21 for all those excursions. So it was just a great experience for me. And what was cool about it was that I posted the receipts because I knew nobody would believe me. Because even like I posted this to my booking confirmation when I booked for $1 because I wanted everyone to see that. So it was just a lot of fun just being there, having all that fun there. But the being able to pay that such a low price. I'll be honest with you. I've wanted to go to Dubai for years. I wanted to go because I heard all these people talking about how Dubai was, and I wanted to go, but I've also heard it was expensive in Dubai, and I didn't think I was going to be able to go. But since I became a member of Travorium almost a year ago, man, I can honestly say it's changed my life because I'm able to achieve those dreams that I had. And of course, we open it up to you guys if you want to do the same. If you have things on your bucket list and you want to, and matter of fact, put that into the comments if it's something that you want to, place that you want to go or things that you want to do in another country or even here domestically that you want to do that involves your lifestyle, that involves, traveling, that involves excursions, doing hiking or something. There's something you want to do. Some people want to just go hiking through, in the Grand Canyon. That's something you could do, and you can do it and make it more affordable. We can show you how to do that. We can show you how to do that through Travorium. So put that in the chat if you will. I'd love to see what's on your mind. What people are thinking there about what they'd like to do in this world. As far as experiencing what's around. Don't live just in that vacuum, thinking that you're stuck where you are. You can't do other things. There's so much more out there. Such a big world. Such a big world. You cannot imagine how big this world is. And there's so many places I still want to go. So many places I want to go. But hey, and I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go, and I'm just loving the idea that I can go and it doesn't have to cost me an arm and a leg to do it. So I'm excited about that. So anyway, that's just what I'd like to share with you guys, and hopefully you guys would do it too. Hopefully you guys are going to get to travel and do some of those things. Now, I do want to talk to you about today's topic. I want to. Doctor Pastor Bella says he's waiting on me. He can't be waiting on me. Hold on. Let me share this thing with him again. Make sure he has everything he needs because I want to make sure he has the correct link because can't be waiting on me. So let me make sure he has this. And I want to have him join me right here because, like I said, this is his gig. I'm just window dressing. So I want to make sure that he gets in here and joins in as well. So hopefully he gets the link I just sent him to join, and he can come on board any second now. But anyway, like I said, I had a ball in Dubai. He had a ball in Dubai, and let's see, where is he joining? Because I don't see him. It should be giving me a notification that he's joining, but I don't see him yet. But anyway, um, okay, I don't know. So let me get back to it because I don't want to leave you guys here because you're sitting here watching. I wanted to talk to you about the topic today, which is getting paid to travel. How about that? Getting paid. Because one of the things that we do here, and you heard Pastor Bellows talking about it yesterday, is that we have an opportunity, an optional business opportunity with Trevorium. And I said an optional business opportunity, meaning that you don't have to do it if you don't want to. But if you like, earning money, which I do, which if you like earning money, then we give you that option to do so with us while traveling. Now, keep in mind, the optional part, the reason it's optional is because a lot of people, when they look at what we do with Trevorium, and because it's a membership for those who want to travel, for those who want to experience a better life, that has nothing to do with you making money. Meaning that if you want to make money with us, you don't have, I mean, if you don't want to make money, rather, you don't have to do it, and it does not affect your travel as well. It doesn't affect your travel at all. So I just want to make sure that you all understand that it doesn't affect your travel at all. So for those of you who are interested in traveling and you say, you know what, I don't want to make money, I don't want to do that because I don't want to have to make money. I don't. No one's making you do it. It's just it doesn't affect one doesn't affect the other. Now, for those of you who want to make money, let me hit on that. For those of you who want to make money, we have that opportunity available for you. So you can sign on with us and become a partner. You can become a partner with us. Becoming a partner means that the company can pay you because now you're in business with us. So let me break that down to you a little bit more about how that works. I'm not sure why we have a problem getting Pastor Bellows on, but I don't know. Can't do it now because we're live. So we're already live now. So I don't know what we got to do. But it's so if you want to make money with us, you sign up as a partner. Now, our membership, we have different levels of membership. So I'm not going over the different levels of membership right now. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow. But it's actually something you should actually take a look at the whole presentations, from everything from soup to nuts, so you can understand everything, and we can show you how to do that. But the bottom line is there are different levels of membership. Whichever level of membership you come in at, you can actually pay your membership or get your membership fees waived. How do you get your membership fees waived? The way to get your membership fees waived is by referring our membership platform to other people that sign up at your membership level or higher. So you know how, like, when you go shopping and they tell you that you can get something for free if you buy this thing at the same price that you spent or higher, but you can't go lower because they won't give it to you then? Yeah, same thing here. So if you get 3 people to sign up for the membership that you signed up or higher, then you don't have to pay the membership. As long as they're active, as long as they stay active, then your membership fee is waived. That makes sense? Now, how is it waived? It doesn't mean you get 3 and you're free. I want to make that clear. I repeat, it does not mean you get 3 and it's free. Now, you're saying, but Barrett, you just said that. No, that's not what I said. I want to make that clear. But remember, I did say that the company will pay you. So, if you refer 3 people who get the same membership or higher, the company will start paying you. And they will pay you, it's going to be a small amount. At the highest they'll pay you is about $4.45 a day. $4.45 a day. And you're like, well, Barry, that won't do anything for me. Oh, yes, it will. Because $4.45 a day will equal around $137 a month. That will cover the highest membership and still give you some money left over. That will cover your membership for the month. So once you refer to 3 people who get the membership at your level or higher, the company will start paying you daily pay, and at the end of the month, it will wipe out your membership fee so you don't have to pay it. You like that? I like that. Matter of fact, I love that because I came in and I got 3 people I referred it to, and they decided to get a membership too because they like traveling just like I do. And they got the membership, and I paid that membership 1 month. 1 month I paid it. I didn't pay it since. And which means that I'm getting these benefits and I'm not paying for it out of pocket. I'm not paying for it out of pocket. I'm paying for it because I brought in three members and they are deciding to utilize it and they're enjoying their time traveling as well. So I suggest you come on board, get yours, and get your three or four or five people. And did I mention you can make more money? Oh, silly me. Okay, so let me talk about that. So let's say that you not only bring on those three people, let's say you want a little bit more. Let's say you bring on, I don't know, eight people. Now, what we have is what we call a binary system. So you have two different legs. So as long as you have eight on the left leg and eight on the right leg, doesn't matter which one you go first, but as long as you have eight on each leg, you become what we call a one-star director. So let me back up a little bit. Depending on when you come in and who comes in before you and who comes in after you. Remember Pastor Bellows talked about that yesterday about your positioning, about when you come in. Because when you come in, you can actually get volume from people who came in after you. You can get volume from people who signed up people that didn't have anything to do with you. You will have volume from people that you don't even know and never will meet. How about that? And that will count towards you putting yourself in position to make more money. So, going back to what I said earlier, if you have eight people on one side and eight people on the other, you become what we call a one-star director. So, as a one-star director, you now make $10 a day. A lot better than $4.45, right? Matter of fact, it's more than double. So you start making $10 a day, and you can get yourself in position to make bonuses as well, depending on how quickly you got those three people. And if you get them within your first 30 days, you can qualify for bonuses continually. So the bottom line is this: you can get bonuses, and you can get your $10 a day, which basically means you can make about $500 or more per month. $500 or more per month. Let me break this down to you. Let me break this down to you. $500 a month. That's the highest. Well, that should be the highest, but you can make more. But $500 a month for really just inviting people to travel more, travel better, travel for less. I think that's a good deal, right? Yeah. If you can tell somebody, I can show you how to do what you want to do with less money. Take a look at this. You don't have to sell it because there's nothing that really needs to be sold. If they decide that they want to be a member, they can be a member. If not, so what? But if you got eight people on one side, eight on another, then you are a one-star director. You'll get $10 a day. Well, I remember at the max, when I was a one-star director, I was making about, I remember one month I made about $800 a month. Yeah. So you can do the same thing. Now, let's say you become a two-star director. Well, Barrett, how do you become a two-star director? Well, let's say you have 25 rather. 25 people on your left, 25 people on your right. You do that, you become a two-star director. You have enough volume to do that. If you're a two-star director, now you're making them about $2,000 a month. I was talking to one of my friends who just joined recently, and she said, "Well, how much have you made?" I said, "I made about 2,000." I checked while I was there. I said $2,070 I made in the last 30 days. So it just shows. I mean, it's this thing is so true. That's the one thing I love. Everything is true. They have not lied one bit about what is possible, and that's the thing I love is that it's true. And I know some of you are probably used to being in situations where they oversell something. No, they undersell this. I'm telling you, Trevorium is truly undersold when people look at it. And I'm telling you guys, if it's something that you right now, you say, Barry, I want to know more. Hit me up. Hit me up in the chat. Hit me up in your inbox, whatever. Wherever you're watching this, message me and say, hey, I want to know more. I'll make sure you get to know more. I definitely will. I promise you that much. All you got to do is just fulfill your promise and look at it. That's all you got to do. And by doing that, I would love to make it so that you all can see everything that we can do here for you at Trevorium. So you can make $2,000 a month, and I want to make sure you understand that. That's $2,000 a month, and all you got to do is just stay the same. You don't have to do any more than that if you don't want to. If everybody, you got your active members, and you just stay like that. You'll make $2,000. You'll make that money every month, as long as they pay their membership. You make that money every month as long as they're active members. Doesn't that sound cool? That's passive income. What could you do with an extra 2,000 a month coming in? Passive. Keep in mind, you're still going on these trips. You're still enjoying the excursions. You're still being able to get things for less money. Go out to dinner, go to the movies, do all those things. We'll talk about that another time. But you still get to do that, and you're making money. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. When I joined, when I joined Trevorium, I was excited because my buddy Chris told me he was going to Dubai for $7. He was going to Mexico for like 149. He was going to Greece for 163. A total of 319. I remember the total was $319. He was staying at these 5-star hotels and resorts. I was like, what do I have to do? So he sent me the link. I looked at everything on a Zoom. And then I said again, what do I have to do? So that's when I joined. I didn't join to make money. I joined it because I wanted to travel. I joined it because I wanted to travel. I wanted to travel more, travel better, travel for less. And then I said, well, since you joined, Barrett, you'd be kind of stupid, really, if you don't want to get your fee, your membership fee waived. So I went and got 3 people because they like to travel. So I got that waived. That's out of the way. Then they said, well, you can make more money if you get 8 people. I said, well, 8's not far from 3. So, and I started noticing that, as remember I mentioned that you'll get people that on your legs that you don't even know. I started noticing when people were coming on my legs that I didn't know. So that was filling up one of the legs. All I needed to do was make sure the other one was filled up. So I got that 8 people. Now I'm making $10 a day. Now my competitive juices started coming in. I said, you know what? You can do this. You can get 25. So I got that. So now I'm a 2-star director. So you know I'm competitive. So I'm going for 3-star now, which will mean I'll make another 3,000 a month coming in. Then I'm going to 4-star where I can make 4,000 to 5,000 a month, and then ambassador. An ambassador, oh my goodness, that's the level. That's when you can make 10 to 12,000 a month. And I'm saying this, I know personally several ambassadors, several. One ambassador with the company is a good friend of mine, Cynthia. Cynthia is a 2-star ambassador. Cynthia and I have known each other for, I don't know, probably a decade now. And she used to be a client of mine years ago, believe it or not, in another business. She was a client of mine. And we had lost touch, but then I saw her face here on the website. And I'm like, oh, I know Cynthia. She's a 2-star director. She's making probably about over 200,000 a year now. I'm just saying, just doing the same thing I'm doing right now. Then I have my good friend Harlan. Harlan's a 1-star director. Harlan's making probably about 16,000 a month, and he hasn't even been in this a year and a half yet. Then there's Chris. Chris brought me in. Chris has been in less than that, and Chris is making about 12,000 a month. So my point to you is this: you can make money here. You can do all the things I talked about doing. You can travel. But I want to address something that's probably addressing a lot of you. It's those 2 words that are floating around in your head, and that's I can't. There's something in there that's telling you I can't do that, or I can't do this, or I can't do it. Get it out of the way. Get it out of the way. I'm telling you, the devil will work on you to make you think you can't do things. You can do anything if you really want to do it. If you really want to do it. But there's so many things that will limit you from achieving those things if you start preaching the negative things inside your head. There's a book I read a long time ago called What to Say When You Talk to Yourself by a guy named Shad Helmstetter. And we say so many negative things to ourselves. And trust me, I'm guilty of it myself sometimes. But you have to check yourself and understand that whatever this quote unquote fear is that you have in your head, it's not really fear, it's anxiety. And what's the difference? It means you made it up. If you're saying, I can't do it, you made that up. Anything that you say about a future result that hasn't happened, you've made that up in your head because you don't know. You haven't even done it. So stop allowing yourself to say you can't do something. Oh, what if I can't get my 3 people? How many times do I hear that? Well, let me tell you something. What if you can get 30? How about that? How about instead of the negative side, you focus on the positive of what you can do? Do you ever go to bed saying, what if I don't wake up? No, you think, oh, I'm going to do this tomorrow. I'm going to do that tomorrow. Stop thinking negative. Think positive. Think about the positive. Think about the result you really desire to happen. Think about yourself traveling all over the world. Think about yourself traveling while you have money coming into you. Think about a company that is going to pay you to go out and do these things and travel and show other people how to travel. You're not a travel agent with us. We are not travel agents. I want to make that clear, 100% clear. I am not a travel agent. I don't want to be a travel agent. I love travel agents, but I'm just not one of them. And for those of you who are saying, because I don't want to be a travel agent, well, you don't have to be. For those of you who are travel agents and you're just like, well, I still like to travel and save money, well, then we need to talk because it makes sense to save money on your travel, doesn't it? Nobody wants to pay retail, at least nobody I know with common sense. Nobody wants to pay retail. I can say that because it's my platform, but nobody wants to travel for retail if they can pay wholesale. So all I'm saying, you guys, is this. That's all I'm saying is this. If you like the idea of living your dreams and not living someone else's dream, and you like the idea of making money while you're doing that, then it just makes sense that we have a talk. Whatever those things are in your head that are saying, don't get in touch with Barrett, don't get in touch with Pastor Bellows, don't get that out of your head. Because if you really like to travel, then it's a no-brainer to pay less money. If you really like to make money, it's a no-brainer than to at least hear us out on how you can earn more money. Because I've done hard work before. And I know some people look at me like, no, you haven't. Yeah, I've worked construction before. And if any of y'all who out there work construction, you know that's work. I've worked on a farm before. I've worked with animals, baled hay, all that stuff. I've cleaned up after the animals. I've done all that stuff. So I know what hard work is. This ain't it, man. I'm telling you, this ain't it. This ain't hard work. So if you're someone who says, look, I don't have time because this, because that, I'm going to tell you, you're lying to yourself. When you're like, well, you don't know my life, I'm telling you, you're lying to yourself. Because one, I didn't tell you how much time is necessary. You just put that negative thought in your head if you're saying you don't have time. I never told you about how much time you need. The fact that you have time to watch this right now tells me that you have time. Because in the time that you've been watching me right now, this 20-something minutes right now, you could have called a few people and gotten them to just say, hey, I'll get on the Zoom and watch them, what they're going to say about this company. And that's all we need you to do. That's the work that's required. That's it. All I am, as I said earlier, I am a professional inviter. I invite people to hop on the Zoom and see what we're doing. If they want to do it, great. If they don't want to do it, great. Doesn't hurt me one bit. The main thing is I want to give them access to it because I love it. It's showing me how I can live my dreams. Like I said, I got to go to Dubai, someplace that I never thought I would go, and I got to go. While I'm there, I'm making money. Since I went, I've had so many people reach out to me because they want to be a part of this because they saw me doing it. Don't you want that for yourself? Don't you want to go out and live the dreams that you never thought you'd do and being able to see the world and let your friends see you or join you and your family to experience that with you and then get paid for it? Let me tell you, I would love that for my friends and family. I want them to get paid while we get paid so we can do it together, man. I hope you want that. So I'm not going to keep you much longer, guys, but I do want to let you know that if you would like more information, put aside that, stomp that negativity, whatever's in your mind telling you don't call him, don't contact him, don't reach out to him, put that aside. I really want you to put that aside. Ask yourself, how can I? And stop saying I can't. How can I? And then reach out to me and let me show you how you can. Pastor Bellows is doing a great job on his business, and I want you to reach out to him if you were invited by Pastor Bellows to the Wind Down, because this is his gig, man, and I love it. I'm thankful for it. I'm thankful he asked me to be a part of it. And guys, as I usually say when I close out my events, remember, You are something special because you are God's vessel. So, everybody, we'll see you next time on the Wind Down. You have a great rest of your evening, and we'll see you on the beach, at the bank, or both. Bye.